Hello everyone and welcome back to another Adventure Camp What If. Today we're going to be doing What If Yule, Hunter and Aiden swap teams. Now, quickly before we start, I've literally recorded this 2 times already, so both times my files have corrupted, but hopefully it won't corrupt this time and we'll see this, but you never know. Like and subscribe and let's get into it. Episode 2, I believe Magenta will still probably lose. I don't think, even though Aiden is the weakest, I think Yellow team are still going to be safe. Hunter's really good. I think he'll increase Cyan team's odds. And you'll probably going to still mean Magenta loses. I'm going to say that James and Jake still get into that argument. I think instead, though, is I think Yule and James have a conversation and they actually decide to go against their differences and work together for a little bit. And so James and Yule are now together. They know they can rope in Fiore, and she does agree because she wants to save herself. So James, Yule, Fiore, they're a 3. They're going to vote for Jake. None of them like Jake. Ali votes Fiore to mean that they only have 2 votes for James, meaning that Jake is eliminated. Episode 3, I think Sam probably still lose here. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't change. Girls Alliance would actually still work though this time, am I right on saying though, because Aiden's not going to be the one voted. They only voted for Aiden because Tom was stronger. Hunter and Tom, I think Hunter's actually the stronger player on challenges, but I think they actually voted Tom here. And if they vote for Hunter, there might have been some disagreement, but Tom, no one's particularly bothered about him. So all 4 of the girls are okay to vote for Tom. Episode 4. Episode 4. That is, yeah, Sandbag. So Alec throws the challenge originally to get out Miriam. He doesn't actually have the numbers to do it this time as it's 3-3, and it'd be too risky because even though Miriam would probably lose the tiebreaker, they don't want to risk it. So because of that, that means that Alec actually tries against Ellie in the challenge and probably beats her. So Cyan go to elimination. Now the girls want to now vote out Hunter as he's the only other guy, but Tess doesn't want to vote out Hunter, and so she refuses this idea. Tess and Hunter, they're together, and I feel like if Lake had to pick, I think she'd go with Tess and Hunter because of her bonds with them in season 2. And so because of that, they all decide to vote for Ellie. So Ellie goes out here. Alright. Episode 6. Wait, episode 6? Oh, wait, there. Episode 5. So the challenge, like bike, water, running to the end. I think this is probably going to be a Magenta team loss, I think. Hunter, Lake, Tess, Gabby, I think they'd be good. And even though there's loads of people on the yellow team, I think if anything that helps them out because it means they can spread people along a bit more. So I think Magenta team lose due to Fiore. I think James, Yule, and Fiore still vote together though, and so actually stronger in challenges. And Yule doesn't like Ali, and I'm not sure if James really likes her either, and neither does Fiore. So they decide to keep the team strong. They vote for Ali. Episode 6, Rhea and Yu were both the reason for the yellow team's explosion sage, but I'm actually going to say it's more Rhea's fault, even though Yule isn't here. I'm going to say it still happens with the exploding lights, and so yellow still go to elimination. Now, Connor, Aiden, and Miriam all vote together, probably voting for. Oh, well, I don't know if Connor would vote for Rhea at this point. Maybe like Gret or something. Yeah, just do something like that. But all the villains vote for Miriam, and so it's 3-3. And no matter which villain they face against, they are definitely going to beat Miriam. So Miriam is voted out in episode 6. Episode 7 is the ball push challenge. I think in this one, right? Yellow team still use the log, so they're still safe. Cyan and Magenta, I'm gonna say that Magenta lose, even though it might have actually been Cyan. I'm gonna say it's Magenta because Fiore like messes something up or something like that, or maybe yeah, I don't know. So Magenta go to elimination, and at this point, I think James reflects on everything he's done. He realizes that he doesn't want to work with the villains, and Aiden would not like what he's doing. And he feels bad, and he feels for Aiden, so he decides he wants to work with Ashley for this elimination and going forward in Magenta. So he tells Ashley that they can vote for Fiore, they're going to vote for her, and then she can beat Fiore in a tiebreaker. Ashley agrees with this because she wants to stay, obviously, and votes for Fiore with James. It is 2-2. There goes to a tiebreaker, and Ashley obviously beats Fiore. Right. Episode 8. Um, I think the people dropped into the space arena thingy is Rhea, Hunter, and Yule. Rhea is definitely safe. I believe Hunter does like a tactic where Yule is probably about to go in. Hunter pushes Yule to the floor. Yule gets annoyed, but Hunter runs in and escapes before Yule can get back. So Magenta lose again. And because of what James did in the last elimination, and Aiden was, I think, would be really happy about what he did, James decides to stick with Ashley and gets the last laugh on Yule, voting him out in episode 8. All right, episode 9, Slip and Slide. I think the team that wins this is probably Cyan. They've got a really strong team with Hunter, Tess, Lake, Gabby. Ashley and James, they're close to getting there, but I don't think they will. And I think the Yellow team are most likely to lose because I don't think Connor and Aiden are actually that good. So Yellow and Magenta go to elimination. Now, Connor, Aiden, James, and Ashley, they're all heroes, and I think they'll all vote together. Connor at this point, I think, has gotten the message from Rhea that Rhea is no longer into him, and I think Connor is starting to dislike Rhea. Because of this, I think they're all going to vote for Rhea, and even though Connor may not want to, I think he'll do it. So Rhea is eliminated. And we got merge of Connor. Then we've got, oh wait, what am I doing? Connor, Aiden, Gret, Alec, Gabby, Lake, Tess, Hunter, Ashley, and then James. Oh, and then James. No, not there. All right. Episode 10, I think Alec wins immunity here, and I don't think that will change. The heroes have got so much numbers where I feel like they are able to vote out another hero and not worry about the villains coming back. So I think James talks to Aiden and Lake. He says that he thinks they should get rid of Hunter. Him and Tess are an obvious duo, and Hunter is really good at challenges and maybe a threat later on when they need to take him out. Aiden agrees. Tess is a bit skeptical, but I think they decide to go along with the plan. Ashley and then Connor then get in, told about this plan, and they are also skeptical but decide to agree. All 5 of the heroes then vote for Hunter, and it does not matter who the villains vote. Because I don't think Tess and Hunter would be voting the same way as the villains. So, episode 11 is a comeback with the people I have voted off. I think it's got to be a female villain, leaving Rhea, Fiore, and Ellie. I don't think I want to bring back Rhea or Fiore, and I think Ellie would be good for Gabby. So I'm going to say that Ellie's brought back. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, so that's episode 11. Episode 12, I think Alex still wins immunity here. This challenge, there's 4. So I think what will happen, right, is that Ellie, Gabby, and Tess, they all talk. And I think Tess believes the Villains Alliance is somewhat over. And so, because of this fact, Tess agrees they should smooth things over and try vote together. Ellie and Gabby agree to this, or the other way around, but I think either way it'll happen where they vote together. Now, out of everyone here, I think the villains are going to want to target either Aiden, James, or Lake because they are obvious threesome and they all play fairly well and are very good strategically and physically. I think if they had to pick 2, though, it would be either Aiden or James because, they are a couple and they both placed really well last season. But if I think the person they're going to vote for is James because he's way more physical than Aiden. He obviously won last season and he's a lot more cutthroat than Aiden could ever be. So I think all five of them, Tess unknowingly joining the Villains Alliance for this vote for James. And I think the five others, they vote for Gret because that's the only villain that's available to vote for. But Gret beats James in the tiebreaker and gets voted out. Episode 13, I think without Jake being here, I don't think anyone actually wins immunity, so I'm going to say this is a no immunity win. In episode 13, I feel like Tess is very sad on what Ellie did to her and she feels betrayed. She then joins back with the other heroes, although they feel a bit skeptical, but they let her back in. They still have the numbers advantage, and I think they realize now that the Villains Alliance is definitely still in place, they need to go for the one holding it all together. And they've correctly assessed that this person is probably Alec. So I think they discuss, and I think Alex is the vote. Even though Connor likes him, I think he will go along with this because he knows he has to go. So that's 5 votes on Alec. Doesn't matter who the villains vote for. All right, episode 14. With the people we got, I'll just keep the teams the same. I think Aiden and Connor, they're going to be safe because Aiden does take tops. Gret and Gabby, I think are no. Yeah, Gret and Gabby, I think, are good. I think they find like the watch or something. Lake and Ashley, I think, are better than Ellie and Tess, so it comes down to them two. But during the boat challenge, I think, like Gabby was thinking about doing to Gret in the original, Ellie takes Tess's phone and drops it into water. And she successfully does so without, messing up like Gabby does. And Tess is eliminated. Episode 15, I think Gret finds the immunity idol really quickly and goes to alert the heroes to build trust. Ellie then finds it before the heroes get to the immunity idol and takes it and gets away before they get there. Gret then looks like a liar to the heroes and there is some mistrust that is formed there. In the challenge, I think the winner would probably be Ashley, I think. And so most of the villains are up for grabs. I think the heroes and probably Gret as well. I think they're all going to turn on Ellie and Gabby, and I think they're going to vote for Ellie. But obviously, Ellie has the immunity idol, so this won't work. Once they all 6 vote for Ellie, Ellie and Gabby decide who they want to vote for. And out of everyone here, I think it would probably be Lake or Ashley. Now, obviously, Ashley has immunity, so that sadly just leaves Lake. Episode 16 is the puzzle challenge, which I still do believe Gret will win, just like in the original. Gret is still. She's kind of shown her cards to Gabby and Ellie on the fact she will turn with them. Even though she's mended the relationships and maybe they believe that she will stay for this elimination, they're still skeptical. Gret tells Aiden, Connor, and Ashley that she will vote for them if they vote with them if they vote for Ellie. And obviously Gret's immune, so I don't see why they wouldn't follow her instructions. So all 4 of the heroes plus Gret, they vote for Ellie. Now this really annoys Gabby, and she cannot believe this, and she now wants Gret out really badly. Episode 17, obviously I think is going to be an Ashley win. There's no way about it. Ride horses, easy peasy for Ashley. Gabby is really, even though she was with Ellie and kind of the villains for most of it, I think she would be able to get in with the heroes and say, please, please vote for Gret. Everyone likes Gabby, even though she was with the villains, so they probably will go with her and vote for Gret here. Episode 18, I think Gabby or Ashley win immunity here. Ashley's won a lot of immunities, but I do think Gabby has a chance to win this. So I'm going to say Gabby wins immunity here. I'm just going to move Gabby over here to show she's on her own. Now, I don't know who we get voted here, but I think Gabby's going to probably say that Ellie didn't like Ashley, which is the reason that she wants to vote for Ashley. Even though I don't think Ellie and Ashley talked much, I don't think Ellie likes her at all, so that's what Gabby's vote is based on. Aiden is definitely gonna preserve himself here and vote for Ashley, even though he doesn't want to. And I think Connor might not, but I feel like he'd throw a vote onto like himself or Aiden or even on Gabby, and that just gets nullified just because he doesn't want to actually do it to Ashley. But sadly, this still means that Ashley is eliminated. Episode 19 is the helpers. Gabby's probably going to get Ellie, Connor gets Alec, and Aiden gets James. Now, Ellie's the first one to get a totem, so she can give a disadvantage, and I believe she gives this to Aiden. Episode 20 is the mining challenge, and I do think that the disadvantage comes really hard for Aiden and James. They're struggling. I think Gabby and Connor get their gems before Emily starts her shenanigans and the cave starts to go out, and they're all just trying to escape. Aiden and James forget about their gems when they only have like 7 or 8, and they decide to go with Connor and Gabby out of the mines because they just don't even think about it due to the chaos. So they all escape the mines and they go all running for the finish line. I think Aiden and James make it first, and Connor and Alec are the last to make it. But when over inspection of their bags, Crystal realizes Aiden and James do not have enough crystals. This means that Aiden is eliminated. Alright, final two, Gabby and Connor. Now, Connor's really nice. I feel like he'd go really easy on Gabby, but I don't think Gabby would give him the same respect. She's doing this for Ellie, and I feel like she would go to any extent because it's for Ellie. So I feel like she'd be rough, she'd be tough, she'd do what she has to do for Ellie. And even though Connor is a bit surprised at the moment, I think he will understand. Gabby probably smashes him in the 1v1 competition bit, and I think she wins the season. She wins the French Camp All Stars, and she wins 3 million. Probably gives about half of it to Ellie for her debts and all. But happy ending for them too. So there we go. What if Yule, Hunter, and Aiden swap teams, and one of them is in the final 3? Thank you all for watching. This was really fun. I like making swap what ifs. If you've got any ideas for me, let me know in the comments. I like to do them. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and see you all later. Goodbye.